Hey there, this is Della Rucker, principal of the Wise Economy Workshop and author of this book, The Local Economy Revolution Has Arrived, What's Changed and How You Can Help. I just a minute ago got off of doing an APA webinar, a webcast for the American Planning Association consortium of state chapters and divisions that they do on a monthly basis to help people get their continuing education credits, which are a really big deal for AICPs. And as an AICP, I enormously appreciate, what they do, and was really delighted to have a chance to sit in and to give a talk on the principles of this book. So as the moderator said, I was apparently a little bit mind-blowing. So my hope is that I did not send all of the planners in, they're not all from the state of Ohio. My hope is that I did not send a large proportion of urban planners across the country into sitting under their desk, holding their knees and rocking their shoulder, rocking back and forth. But we'll see. We'll see. Today's reading is going to be a pretty short one because I haven't had lunch and I'm really hungry. I don't miss meals, enormously often. So, so be it. But this is one that I have always really enjoyed, in part because it's really short, and in part because it's really punchy and it really gets to the point. So this is the 3 Ds of terrible public engagement. D number 1, descend on the community. Come in as the expert outsider. Believe that you know more than the people you're supposed to be engaging, and tell them that until they believe it. Hint: you don't have to be a staffer of an international relief organization to descend. And good relief organizations and staffers know how not to descend. You just have to be enough wrapped up in some kind of inside ball game, a pet urban design theory, your local zoning code, what happened in your town 30 years ago, to convince yourself that you know better on all points than anyone else who might be talking. Once you do that, you are descending on the community. And the mistakes that might result from your blind spots are yours and yours alone. D number 2, disconnect from the community. Don't try to understand their context or think about how successful engagement here will differ from what works somewhere else. One size fits all is easiest, right? Until it blows up in your face. We can disconnect just by unthinkingly sticking to a 19th century approach despite our 21st century residents. Third D is alternatively decide, announce, defend, or be dishonest. The, quote, public engagement, unquote, that's designed to solely check off the box on the regulation. The, quote, open house, unquote, with feedback for the project that's all but decided. No matter your country or your type of issue or your type of community, we've all done this, been party to it or been subjected to it. It's defensive and it's dishonest. There's no way around that. But perhaps more urgently, in a world where people have more and more access to information about our community and its issues, and where it's easier and easier for them to organize themselves to fight a proposal where their involvement wasn't wanted. Decide, announce, defend grows more and more risky. You might get away with a few situations where no one's paying attention, but if you don't learn to bring people to the table at the beginning, help them to be part of the solution, chances are that they will passively accept your descending and your disconnecting and your dishonesty will only grow more and more slim. It's a nice short one. So again, that's from The Local Economy Revolution Has Arrived, which is available wherever you get your books, including, I'll put it over here, including Google.com, Gumroad.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Bookshop.org, wherever. You will have to order it. It ain't on the shelves. What do you expect? So again, The Local Economy Revolution Has Arrived. You can learn more about the Wise Economy Workshop Thinking and Doing at wiseeconomy.com. You can also look for live streams and other videos at our YouTube page, at Facebook, and at lots of other places where you get your content. So thank you. And I have to go do another meeting, and maybe I'll get lunch before 6. It'll be great. All right? Take care. Have a great weekend, and I hope that you get some rest and some time for the big thinking that we more and more kind of need to do, because we got great things ahead of us. That was a fascinating piece that came out of the conversation that I just did with the APA webcast, thinking about how we're going to, what we got ahead of us, especially at this moment where, everything's starting to reopen. We got a whole lot of possibility. So it's time to go get them. Thanks.